All right, what's going on, y'all? We got One Piece chapter 1170 today. Happy holidays to everybody. Merry Christmas to those who celebrated. And let's get right into the chapter, all right? Without further ado. All right, we got a nice cover for Weekly Shonen Jump where we got my man Luffy in the middle. We got Homeboy from Kagurabashi and Sakamoto Days. We got my guy Maru. Right after this stream, I'm going to react to the JJK Modulo chapter. So stick around for that if you're interested in that. Without further ado, for real, let's get into the chapter, all right? Chapter 1170, Contradictions. Okay, let's see what this is about to be. Cover art request. Last week's cover art was so fire with all the Rocks Pirates and the color page and all that. Anyway, cover request by 420 Ian. Jimbei as a ticket clerk for an eel train serving bentos. And yeah, that's pretty much what we got here. I thought this was a water park in the background at first, but that sounds about right. And then we got a bunch of mini child looking straw hats here. It's very nice. Robin's a little bit older, and that's about it. All right, let's keep it rocking and rolling, right? So we got last chapter we left off with Loki about to go get the devil fruit treasure of Elbaf, but suddenly at the very end a giant hammer jumped out to try and like protect the chest that the fruit is supposedly in. So let's see what's going on with that. The hammer sneak attack, and the hammer had flown out from the back of the room and basically just boomed through one of the pillars that was holding this room up. So let's see what's going on. Loki fell on his back. Loki, yeah, bastard, who threw that hammer? Come on out. And he got his old hammer there. The old hammer about to be out of here, bro. He about to upgrade. And then it's like, question mark? Exclamation point. There's got to be someone here. Whatever I have to eat. Whatever. I have to eat the devil fruit. Chitter, chitter. He's like, what am I hearing? And then chitter, chitter, squeak, squeak, crack, crack, crack. It's the hammer starts moving again. And he's like, whoa, you got to be kidding me. There's no way it's that heavy. Oh, it's breaking through the floor. That's what it's doing. The hammer's so heavy, it's just breaking through the floor little by little, just by existing. The hell is going on? Is this decrepit old castle just falling apart? Slam. Ugh, your efforts are futile, Loki. Generations of rulers have watched over that devil fruit, yet for centuries it has gone unbeaten, not by choice, but because no one could eat it. Ragnar simply wasn't, simply hasn't deemed anyone worthy, but with my current strength, because even though Harold still has his consciousness to a way, he still can't disobey like these orders that Ymir sent to him. But he also gets a massive power buff by being with the deep sea contract. It's super fire seeing Shanks and Scopper Gaban kind of teaming up, keeping Harold busy while Loki's going to get the devil fruit and all that. But yeah, let's continue. All right, Harold's looking like those wounds are already causing him a lot of pain. Oh, no, Scopper's saying this. But Harold is thinking to himself all this while this is going on. Those wounds are already causing him a lot of pain, Scopper says. His healing abilities are struggling to keep up. And Shanks is just kind of thinking to himself, he got the ... bubble. Don't let up, and he'll eventually be driven into a corner. Folks like him are weak to Conqueror's hockey coding. Ah, so clearly that's what the secret is gonna be for these God Knights, maybe, probably. But let's keep going. Gaban, you dare oppose me? And Harold slams down his big axe. Rah, you bet we can't let you run wild just because you've gone crazy. And it is pretty crazy seeing Scopper and Shanks team up against Harold here because they both do like this while Harold is swinging this massive freaking axe around. Gaban-san, you're familiar with the weaknesses of the God Knights? I can't remember how many times they tried to take you back. That red-haired boy, we know you have him. He looks just like our captain's son. Hand him over. Back then, I'd slice him up and we'd send him packing. That's pretty interesting, especially because last chapter it seemed like Shanks was telling Scopper some of these things about these deep sea contracts and whatever the contracts with Emu. So it seemed like Scopper hadn't really encountered these things directly himself before, but this makes more sense in my opinion. That's pretty crazy though. Oh yeah, that Summers guy did mention something like that. So that explains why it is that Scopper, Gabon, and Summers have that rapport that they kind of did at the beginning of the Elbaf arc. Those were the days. Frankly, it's surprising that a fighting force like that originates from the Holy Land. Most celestial dragons are useless. Those guys consider themselves divine, living sedentary. I'm sorry, y'all. Sedentary lives and keeping well clear of our world. Meanwhile, my life's always giving me the chills. Dot dot dot. Scopper thinks to himself, you can call that fate. I'm really rocking with Scopper, you know what I'm saying? I feel like we only kind of got like a little pieces of glimpses of him being like a background slash side character in the little flashbacks that we do get of the Roger Pirates. But I really like him in this arc specifically where we're kind of getting that more full feeling of what his personality is like, you know what I'm saying? And he's cool, you know what I'm saying? He's real cool. I really rock with Scopper Gabon. Gabon, Gabon-san, I want to save Harold. But you're the one who told me how hopeless it is once someone becomes a knight of God. I'm afraid Loki's our best bet. And Shanks is looking like, you're probably right. Don't make me repeat myself. Move it, Hammer. So you're basically the National Treasure's guardian? How can you even move? This is crazy. What is going on? And the hammer's swinging by itself. He's about to swing his hammer into the other hammer, and his hammer just blows to pieces as the other hammer, Ragnar, is just built different, obviously. Yeah, my hammer, because pretty much he's just holding a stick now. And okay, what? The hammer landed on something, or it is some kind of squirrel. Okay. And the squirrel looks like it hurt its head. The squirrel is the hammer, I'm guessing. Maybe the hammer ate the devil fruit. Is that what's going on here? I guess we'll see in a second. Be gone! And Harold is swinging some, sending everybody in the room flying. How are we supposed to end this? Well, honestly, I've never fought one who has conquerors too. Interesting. Scopper has never fought somebody at this stage, obviously. Has never fought somebody else that has conquerors hockey. That's interesting. Soldiers, stop Harold. This is Ja Rule saying this as he's on the floor, probably with the sword through his head. We can't allow him to get his hands on that devil fruit. This is madness here. And Harold is just blowing everybody away left and right as he's walking through, just eating whatever he's got swords and spears and everything just hanging out of him. And now Loki, we come back to Loki, and the devil fruit is open. The devil fruit chest is open. The squirrel is there, and he's putting something in his mouth. I'm assuming it's the devil fruit. He's eating it, and now he's getting claws. This is crazy. So I'm wondering if Loki's pretty much gonna have some type of mythical zone devil fruit, but also have another mythical zone as like his companion in the hammer and Ragnar. I don't understand why the hammer is a squirrel per se, but maybe I'll get that explanation in a second. And now it's just a big roar, and you just see an eyes in the darkness, and the squeak of love coming from the squirrel right now. And someone's coming down the hallway looking gigantic. I'm assuming it's Loki. And Harold, in the wake of all of these other servants and smaller giants trying to stop him, is just there with the fire in the back. Did you eat it? He thinks to himself, Loki, or says out loud. Show me its legendary power, as he swings his axe, and he's got one of the Naginatas in the other hand. And boom. Yo, he got hit with something serious. This whole part of his face is gone right now. That's crazy. Boom, boom, boom. He just hitting him. Can we see what this guy looks like? And it cuts to Loki, and he's got the hammer. Okay, so is he not even in whatever form that he's that he could have, or did he switch back for this part? And he takes the big hammer, and Harold says, I knew it, Loki. You have the blood of a conqueror flowing inside you. And Loki, huff. Hey, if you've come back to your senses, then, huff, it won't last long. Don't drop your guard. Look around. I'm beyond redemption anyway. You're being controlled, weren't you? Not quite. It's more like that thing is influencing my thoughts. I started to consider myself a god. And Loki shocked. You have what it takes to lead Elbaf well. Try to get along more with your brother, though. You're the worst, you know that? And Shanks is like, oh my god, in the background. Having your own son take your life? What kind of a father does that? One last thing. I almost forgot. I wanted to thank you about Ida. What are you? Burning down Alcohol Village didn't make her better, but I was touched by how much you loved her. Oh man. And Loki's like, Loki's one of those people, you know what I'm saying, where they don't wear their heart on their sleeve, you know what I'm saying? Loki really puts up a big front of, yeah, I'll play into the villain role, yeah, I'll play into being this menace or whatever. But he's got a big heart underneath it all. He's just been through so much traumatic stuff in his life that it's hard for him to really express those feelings. But Harold in this moment is kind of showing, you know, son, even though I've been busy trying to build up Elbaf, trying to do all these things that I thought was doing the right thing, I've always still had that love for you in my heart, even when your own mother didn't. And the fact that you could see that this woman that I truly loved also was really showing you love and had a deep love for you, and you appreciated that and had a deep love for her, he's been noticing the whole time. You know what I'm saying? And Loki may have been feeling more so like he was being overlooked in spite of the fact that Harold had so much going on to try and bring Elbaf forward at the end of the day. Hurry, it's taking over me again. I'll never forgive you for making me do all the dirty work here. And he says, I love you too, with a smile. Oh my god. And then you just see the lightning strike. And clearly Loki took him out right there. Man, my heart. Oh no, we're getting to see it. Oh, he put that big hammer through it. These, oh my god. Yeah, this is a crazy panel too. Oda is in his bag right now. And Loki's crying, man. Oh, Loki's crying. My dear son, he's thinking back. The only thing that really matters is securing Elbaf's future. Whoo, man. Oda's in his bag right now. Oda's severely in his bag right now, yo. Damn, Loki is an amazing character. Harold is an amazing character, but I have my gripes with him, obviously. Man, this is a crazy chapter. What do you think is the best part of this flashback? Because I'm gonna assume that the flashback's gonna end here. Did Ragnar eat a devil fruit also? And what do you think that Loki's devil fruit is? Let me know all your thoughts on those things. And like I said, I'm about to react to the JJK Modulo chapter right now, right after this. So if you are interested in that, stick around. Otherwise, subscribe, like the video, and thank you for your time. I'll see you with my next one. Peace out.